Well, hi everyone. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matter segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. Alrighty, well today we're going to start out with our card for the collective. And for a while at least, I'm using my newer Success Oracle deck, which has all kinds of gurus from the corporate world. So let's see what's in store for us. Who will advise us today? Saw Dr. Dre on the bottom there. Oh. Takashi Murakami. If a museum's cash register rings, answer it. The difference between style and brand is copyright. Earn your artistic license to change lanes. Well, let's see what this has to say. There he is, Takashi Murakami. Reportedly worth over 100 million, artist Takashi Murakami elevates low art to high price tags. He waxes existential about the art market, but auction houses don't give a Sartre when Murakami's super flat manga-inspired paintings and diamond-encrusted sculptures sell for millions. Murakami's brand includes lucrative collaborations with Louis Vuitton, Kanye West, and others. Even his museum displays sometimes double as merchandise. Founder of production company Kiki, Murakami throws his name and cash behind emerging artists, an art festival, and humanitarian causes. Another trademark, his colorful public appearances in cosplay outfits. So, hey, he diversifies. So that's a good clue for us right there. The difference between style and brand is copyright. Well, interesting thoughts for us to think about in the business land, in business world. So let's move on and see what the cards have for us this week. Hey, I'll tell you what though, it's going to be a busy astrological weekend. You know, some of it's not all that great. So let's take a look at things here. This reading is from May 23rd through the 29th. The moon is traveling from Libra Scorpio on that Sunday the 23rd, and on the 29th it'll be in Capricorn. Victoria Day, happy Victoria Day, Canadians. That is May 24th. And sadly, Saturn turns retrograde on May 23rd, so be ready for that. And also, there is a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius on May 26th. And if that's not enough, we have Mercury retrograde coming on May 29th. So just a heads up, we're already in the shadow of that. So if you've been experiencing some glitchiness, that's probably why. Busy. All right, so we're going to start with our air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is your material forecast for the week ahead. Okay. Okay, air signs, your focus for the week ahead is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is upright. Woohoo. You know, your focus is on maybe your focus this week is on, well, it's on giving or receiving, which is a good thing. It's always good to do both. So maybe you're thinking a little bit about, you've received some bonuses or some extra cash or, income, profits. Maybe you're trying to think of giving a little bit of it back, or maybe you're thinking of doing some work, for some charitable causes. It's all good because it keeps that flow of give and take going. Nice focus for you, air signs. So how best can you prepare for that focus for the week ahead? Well, you know what? Nine of Swords reversed. It is reversed. And so I'm kind of thinking to myself that maybe this giving, receiving has something to do with, you know what it feels like to be down. You know what it feels like to be or feel down on your luck. Whether you truly were or not, that's another matter. It felt real enough to you. And so maybe that's what's precipitating this, you're ready to give back and maybe give others a hand during, some struggles and problems that they are having. So I can sort of see that is use your experience and recognize that, when the chips are down, do people come and give you a hand and help you out? And even if not, wouldn't you have appreciated that? So maybe that's what's spurring this feeling of, generosity and giving. So what about people this week? Will there be conflict or cooperation with others? Well, I would say this as a cautionary note to you air signs. You know, maybe not everybody is who they claim to be. Maybe there are some people who claim they have the skills, the talents necessary to do a particular task or assignment for you or to work for you. But, examine them very carefully because, there might be some duplicity here. People acting like they have skills that they do not have. So maybe some of that will be revealed this week. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you air signs? And, well, the Hangman is reversed. So, in a sense, I would say that's movement. Because when he's up in that tree there hanging, well, he might be swaying a little bit back and forth in the breeze, but he's not going anywhere. And now he's come off that tree and he's ready to get into the world of action again. So I think by week's end, you're going to be making some moves. You're going to be making some moves based on things that you feel are right for you. This is more about you, I think, than about others, this altruism. But let's take a look at this here together now. And I see that the focus is giving and receiving. How can you promote receiving more? Usually by giving more. It seems like the more you give, the more you get. I know that principle holds to be true, air signs. And I feel that it's because of some past experiences, some past pains that you have healed from that is putting you in this kind of magnanimous spirit of recognizing, that this is the way things should flow for you. Now be careful though with others around you this week because they may be out to pull a fast one on you in some way. Some people may be trying to steer you to their business, saying that they can meet your needs. But can they? Are you sure? I would do some double checking on that, or say people who are applying for jobs, check references well and make sure, that they can back up what they claim. And finally, it looks as though you're ready to make some moves by week's end. It's positive. I don't know what will come of it, but because it's kind of in my mind, it's a little bit neutral to me. But I do feel that, this is definitely with your own interests at heart. Whatever moves you make will benefit you. So that's what I have for you this week, air signs. Good luck with that. And I've got Sunny at my feet here trying to figure out how to bother me when there's no table for him to jump on. So usually doesn't jump on this one. Hey, fire signs. This is for us, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Let's see what's happening. I'm going to do one more, make it shuffled real good here. All right. Hey, fire signs, your focus for the week ahead. Aww. Two of Cups reversed. Well, it looks as though we might be saying goodbye to something, fire signs. We might be moving on from jobs, giving notice. We might be dissolving partnerships or working relationships with others. It looks as though there's some type of separation going on, and we're going to relate it to business. But you know what? It is going to affect you in some way emotionally too. You know, sometimes it's hard leaving a place, even if you're leaving because it's better for you to leave. You've made attachments there. If you've been doing business with people for a long time, it's hard to let go or it's hard to say goodbye. So there will be some emotionality here, but this is definitely a business decision. Wow, so how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, I don't know about this. It's the Tower reversed. So I would say this to you, fire signs. How best you can prepare for that focus is to not make, excuse me, to be sure that you are not making the same mistakes over and over again. You know, is this the right decision, what you are doing, and are you doing it for the right reasons? So make sure, you know, as you are departing, that you really are firm in the belief that this is the right thing for you to do, that this is just not repeating a cycle, you know, that really has not worked out for you in the past. In other words, you know, that this is going to set you back in some way. Okay, we do have a repeat card here. So, what about people this week? You know, will they be helpful? I think they will. You know, I think that people will be helpful to you. They will help you move on. You know, in this process of moving on, I think this isn't going to be like a difficult parting. In other words, everybody seems to be on the same page and maybe are happy for you and trying to, and realizing that this is the right thing for you to do, you know, for your own emotional, if nothing else, well-being. Definitely. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? This is really interesting because it flies in the face of what's going on here a little bit. But let's take a look at this. The Two of Swords is here, and the Two of Swords is upright. So I think what this means, basically to me, is that you're making this move, but it's almost as if it's not going to make a major difference in your life right now. You're going to pretty much stay the way things are, you know, and it's kind of an unsteady kind of balance in a way. So it's a decision you felt you had to make, but you know, you were hesitating, and really, because I don't think you're gaining or losing ground in the process. So I think ultimately by week's end, when all is said and done and you've gone through this, you're not gonna be like back where you started, but it's not gonna make a major difference in your life. Which is kind of interesting. So let's take a look at this again, fire signs. So it looks like you're parting ways with something. You're letting something go in your life. You're dissolving a working relationship. Maybe you're moving away from certain clients or customers. You know, you're making a decision to part ways with a company. You're giving notice. Maybe you're retiring. Whatever the case may be, you are moving on, and you need to, you know, make sure that this decision possibly this is about preparing for this focus. Have you made sure that this is the right decision for you at this time? Is this something that's really going to be a benefit to you to do this now? Or are you just repeating cycles and kind of spinning your wheels? And people will be supportive of your decision. Maybe they feel like you that it's the right time and yeah, you've done everything you could here and it's time for you to move on, and they're supporting you. It's not going to be a difficult thing to do, but ultimately, I don't feel like it's taken you anywhere, at least right now. It seems like things are pretty much going to stay kind of the same for you, kind of a steady, unsteady balance, where you're just not sure, you're not feeling all that secure about your future, but you've done what you've done, and now you're just kind of settled in to this decision. That's really all I have for you. It's kind of a neutral ending here to kind of a week of endings. There's something going to be happening in that regard, definitely this week for you fire signs. Hey, good luck with that. All right. Well, it's that time. It's water. And since I've changed locations for the shoot today, I almost forgot bringing my water for the water signs. But look, I've got a little bathroom cup here.
That's because I'm no water boy.
I could not get my producer to go down and get me some water. Thanks, producer.
So right.
Well, we had to get this show on the road, so I just ran and got some water because I knew I was going to get dry, and sure enough, during that hot fire sign reading, I did. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you. Let's see what the tide is washing in. Okay. Ooh. Your focus for the week ahead, water signs. Look at that. Nurturing, compassionate, productive. This is just going to be a very nice start to your week. Your focus is on how you can do more, how you can produce more positive results. There's creativity. There's a lot of ideas, and whoa, that was the cat. The cat just shook our camera. Sorry about that. Doggone that sun man. He gets a little upset when he can't get his way and all the attention he wants. So it looks like a very, very positive start here. Now, how best can you prepare for that focus? Well, how interesting. You've got the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is reversed. And so I think the best preparation for that focus is, what kind of new ideas can you bring to the table? What kind of new opportunities, can you immerse yourself in? I feel like this is a really nice power combination here. The Empress is about creativity and brainstorming and producing results. And the Five of Cups is about new opportunities, moving on to better conditions or things, so situations. So it's possible one is feeding the other here. Let's take a look further what's happening here. So what about people this week? People are going to feed this energy this week. Look at this. We've got the Hierophant reversed. And the Hierophant reversed indicates that, people are going to be tossing all kinds of unconventional, out-of-the-box ideas your way for you to consider. Maybe they'll be doing things in a different manner, and producing positive results. This looks really, really promising so far there, water signs. But ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, something that happens this week that brings disappointment and sorrow and a feeling of loss. So on some level, I do feel there's a little bit of backward movement here. But we're going to talk about this in perspective because maybe it's not as bad as it seems. Let's take a look here. Okay. So the Empress is about producing results and being creative and growthful. And how can you best prepare for that focus? Well, I'm wondering here if this Five of Cups isn't about, possibly looking for new opportunities or new avenues for you to, maybe you're not happy with conditions as they are now. So you are either seeking out new advisors, financial advisors, or money people to work with. Maybe you're looking at a new place to invest your money. Maybe you're looking for other opportunities for growth. And the Hierophant reverse kind of backs that idea up, in that maybe you're looking for people that think differently. You're tired of the status quo and you're looking for new, fresh ideas, fresh places to invest your money or your time or your energy. And others may be able to help you with that. So ultimately, there's a sense of sorrow and loss at the end. Maybe what this is indicating to me, water signs, is that you're going to have to possibly give something up to make some moves forward. So there's a loss gain, I think, scenario here. And some of it is going to make you feel kind of sad in a way that you have to let some stuff go. But sometimes that's the only way we can grow. So I think that's what's going on here with you guys this week. Good luck with that. Well, we are on the earth signs now. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you. Hoping you don't have to move any mountains this week. One more shuffle. Okay, your earth signs. Your focus for the week ahead. Ooh, Judgment. Judgment is upright. So, how's that karma going for you lately? I think that, this is just where, some decisions that you've made, some moves, some maneuvers, this is when, this is when results come in, I feel, some acknowledgement, for better or worse. I sometimes look at the Judgment card, even, when it's upright, as kind of neutral in a way. It's kind of like what you've put into something, you're about to get back, and that can be good. And sometimes that can be bad. Because it's upright, I'm leaning towards this being positive. But let's see what this partner card is, how best you can prepare for that focus. We have the King of Swords reversed. So I think the best way to, how you can prepare for this focus is, have the decisions that you've made been in your best interests or been in your company's best interests? Have they been? Because if not, judgment, the trumpets of judgment are sounding, and I think that it will come back to bite you, if not. And with the King of Swords reversed here, it's kind of indicating, make sure, that you are prepared for, whatever this is coming. Because you should know about, you by now probably have some sort of clue if you have made the right moves or not that you've needed to make. And what about people this week? Will they be helpful or hurtful? Well, I think there's some struggling here with others this week. I feel as though there's a bit of emotionality. People might have a lot to say about this whole situation here, and they're not all that happy. They're kind of disappointed, or they're kind of distressed, by what this all means for them. So you may have to kind of calm some fears and, just let them know, hey, we can weather this. We can learn from this experience if it's something negative that's about to take root. And ultimately, and here's a repeat card, but it's reversed, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week? There's the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords this time is reversed. So I'm kind of getting the feeling here that with the Three of Swords reversed, you will finally feel better by week's end about things. That we're trying to steer the cat away, so don't mind us. So I feel that things are going to be easing. Stresses will ease by week's end. Whatever this is not going to be catastrophic. But I do feel some decisions that you made are going to have some negative repercussions, and you're just going to have to work your way through it, Earth signs. So let's go through this again. So basically with Judgment here, we're looking at possibly something coming home to roost, maybe related to either some decisions you or perhaps others have made that, maybe going against you. It may be because of some business decisions that weren't well thought out, because when you look at the King of Swords here, the King of Swords is reversed. So it might be that you needed to take a little bit more time, but you acted in haste, and now you might be paying some of the consequences of that. And the people that you work with in whatever capacities, whether it's co-workers, employees, financial experts or analysts that you're working with, they're not pleased. They're not happy either, and they're kind of distressed about the situation. But ultimately, by week's end, you recover. I think there's a recovery, and I think that you're feeling a little bit better by week's end, and if nothing else, you have learned some valuable lessons. Well, if you got to have kind of a week, as long as you take something away from it, it's not all bad after all. So good luck with that, Earth signs. Hope it's not as bad, and I don't really think it's going to be earth shaking. So anyway, guys, this is the time of the show I remind you about some of the other things we've got cooking. We just released a monthly modality message. It's good through the Sun in Gemini period, so by all means, check that out on our YouTube channel. We also have Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, which just came out on Friday. Be sure you check that out as well, so you have a pulse beat on what's going on with the emotions in the week ahead. And don't forget our live streams twice weekly. Please join us for the fun. And here's a hint for you. Thursday nights have been a little quieter lately, so come join us. It'll be easier for you to get in, get a reading, and chat with us. We're pretty easy going on Thursday nights. We're easy going all the time, really. So do come and check it out, and check out our webpage, tfttarotfortoday.com. Take care, everybody, and see you next week.